Welcome, my Facebook minions, to Knightangels Nightwalker. Tonight, we're going to do something very interesting. We're going to go to Allison Pond Park tonight, and then into Goodview, which was now identified as a park. Come along with me for our lovely night walk. Right now I'm coming to you from West Brighton Houses, walking along Castleton Avenue. This is the shortest route that we need to go, but we might do some twists and turns here, and you might hear streets that are being named. It's not common that I do walks like this, but we're going into the most darkest park on the island. But there's many more projects to come, so sit back and enjoy my long walk to Allison Park, maybe Jones Woods, who knows. The first thing that I will do is be careful at night, because it's after 10 o'clock. Things could get stupid. It might become stupid. And people like to break the law at night too, especially when it comes to traffic. But right now we're walking along Castleton Avenue, adjacent to Broadway, and we're going to take this nice walk up Castleton Avenue until we get to the back of Allison Pond. Now, the first thing I do when I go on these long night walks is make sure my phone is programmed to 911. 2, have one earpiece in one ear if I can hear what's going on around me. 3, be alert and vigilant. 4, carry the proper IDs. 5, bring a flashlight, because where we're going, we're going to need all the light we can get. And that's a fact. I've been in these woods before, and these paths are marked, so generally it's going to be awfully dark in there, so I'm going to have to use my lights anyway. So I want to keep it low key, and we got up to 1 o'clock. 2, obey any law as possible, because after hours the sun is down, we can look at trespassing if we enter these parks. So, like I did, I went online to the New York City Parks Department, and I got the hours to when these parks close. So, if we're leaving now, we got up to 1 o'clock in the morning. If we don't make it out by 1, we'll hunker down inside and sneak our way out. And you notice I'm wearing black. So black, you can't be seen when you're wearing black. I could just jump to 46, but it's a nice day for a walk. So hopefully next week we'll probably do the work in Jersey. Look how nice that is. The One World Trade Center is lit up like a damn Christmas tree. I love it. See, what amazes me about Staten Island is we're surrounded by water. What I like about Staten Island, we're surrounded by water. So no matter where you hit, it's water. Tottenville, water. Great Kills, water. South Beach, water. Rosebank, water. Arlington, water. And there's a lot of interesting places on Staten Island to hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my map. So when I hit an option on the map, it goes right to a lesson plan, which is great. So let's do that now. I got a while before I get there. I got money to get something to drink and stuff like that. So we go to here, and if we leave the GPS on, it will allow us to pinpoint our location. I like to use, if I may, I like to use satellite mode when it comes to map reading, because it shows you your position, how many miles I walked, and the last location I'm at. See? That's the last location, known location that we're going to be at. So, and each traffic light we're not going to rush because it's a long walk, it's a lengthy walk, so we're going to chill for a little bit. See what I mean? And anyway, where we're going to is on our left hand side, so we're going to have to go down the block. And proceed with safe. That's it. I was not busy today, so, or shall I say tonight. So, and I don't know how it is at night, but it's peaceful and quiet. It's more enjoyable. And the traffic lights stand out. This is why I like doing it at night. So next week we'll probably bring out, we'll do the night walks in Jersey. So long as the Gothel's Bridge and the winds and the weather stays decent, we could do the Gothel's Bridge into Elizabeth and stay there for an hour or two, because in Jersey their parks are open 24 hours a day, so you don't have to worry about the police chasing you out. In New York, I don't know, something about living in a close-knit city, we're vulnerable to high crime. If the camera is sagging, It's because my arm is getting tired, so I'm going to have to switch them periodically. As you see me, I am dressed in black. The only thing that's not black is my gray shirt. My trackers are on, so in case something happens, they could pinpoint me at my last location. So this will be absolutely fun, and I can't wait to get there. So far in the daytime, we got some history on this park. We've been there before. As a kid, Goodju is ran by the Children's Aid Society. And in summer, they have good programs in the summer. Summer camps where we get to go on school trips, camp out, sleepovers, all that other good shit. So when I was a kid, I went there from 10 years old all the way up to my 15th birthday. And then it was getting boring. But the campouts, the sleepovers, oh my God, you can't beat it. And then when the season came to an end, like the end of August, we'll have a humongous campout, bonfire, the whole works. Well, we're going to be seeing that. Not what I went through as a kid, but we're going to be looking at the 5 key points: Goodju Pool, the baseball field, Heart Attack Hill, and other beautiful features about this park. Now, they even have a stone stage. I'm not going to get into it until we get there, but we're not too far from it. So right now we're crossing Bard Avenue, so we're getting up to that. I should get a coffee by the time I get up there. I wonder if that convenience store across the street has coffee, because it says open. They have an ATM inside, and they look like they sell nothing but novelties in there. We'll check it out when we come back. Back to the matter at hand. I'm going to be quiet for about 5 seconds. When we enter the park, we got to be quiet. This means we got to be stealthy. More stealthier, the better. Again, make sure it's clear and proceed with safe. We just crossed Bard Avenue, so we know we're close. And being that we're in a residential area, so navigating the park wouldn't be no problem. So who knows? Maybe I might throw in some bonuses. Okay, one last thing before we go in. We got to make sure that we ask Jesus to walk with us. And this is important because I am wearing a Christian hat with 3 crosses on it. So, here it goes. It's a nice cloudy day. We want to see amazing stuff when it comes to the sky and everything else. There goes more of the city skyline. Right over there. There goes more of the city skyline. And this is the hospital where my mom gave birth to me on April 23rd, 73. This lovely hospital, which was renamed Rumsey, Richmond University Medical Center, aka St. Vincent. It's a Catholic-run hospital, but I think it used to be a Catholic-run hospital. I don't know what it is, but a hospital is a hospital. That's all I can say. All right, we're hitting some dark patches up ahead. We're definitely hitting some dark patches up ahead. So we got not this left, but the next left at the light. And then we should be near. Somebody's losing antifreeze. Somebody needs to check that. We're going to go up to that light and make a left. It didn't take long, and we took Castleton all the way up here. Yes. Now, back to what I was saying. It always helps to pray for our Father's guidance. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful night you bestowed us. Over here we're living in fear, but your grace is helping us guide the way. Whatever we encounter tonight, it could either be a blessing or a curse, but you're here to provide for us sanctity, safety, and security. Lord, navigate and become our light, for we can see through the darkness. Lord, thank you for our health. For we could do this every night. Not every night, maybe Sunday night. You yourself said you made the seventh day for rest. So thank you, Lord, for this night. And when I look at my shadow, I know you're always there with me. Because your rod and staff comforts me. We already know who you are. We don't have to go into basics. In your precious name I pray. Amen. Now we got that out of the way. Let's get our hands dirty. Now, there's one more thing. I hate it when I was a kid. So we're on Cunningham. We're on Cunningham now. Look at that gorgeous skyline. Believe it or not, this is the area where I learned to drive. See? Jersey's calling our name. Come. You're welcome. Come. You're welcome. Whoa. I usually do skits like this. Really? Down, boy. Down. Relax. We're just walking through. Nice statues. And this is Connolly Avenue? I mean, I don't want to review this person's address because, That's not me. But nice looking statues. That's a good kitty. Nice quiet neighborhood. Beautiful skyline. This is the street where the park is surrounded. Now, if you don't hear from me in 20 minutes, that means it's not safe enough to speak. But there is the Jersey skyline, and in front of that is Snug Harbor. The reason why I chose this park today, anything where we're not too sure of, don't. Whatever we're not too sure of, don't, because it's a different ball game at night. So don't. But I think we're looking at the bottom of York. I think we're looking at the bottom of York Street or York Avenue. How the hell we end up all over here though? That's nice. Scary as fuck, but that's nice. Jones Woods Park supposed to take me into the playground. Let me see. That's not good neither. It's a path, but it's not a very good lined path. All right, it's not a well-lined path, but it's a path. The wind is not helping anything either, because it's very windy out. They say it's the calm before the storm, but I'd rather take the storm. Do you believe we're right in the middle of fucking New Brighton? We're right beside it, actually. What street is this? York? Yeah. It's 2303. And it took us right to York. Or is it York? All right. This looks like it's Brighton. It took us back to Brighton. Brighton would take us back to Jersey Street. We're still right behind the park, though. The entrance to the park should be somewhere, but I am unable to calculate my position. Let me see. That looked like Brighton's turnoff. I think we're on York. Let me see. Nope, we're on Brighton. Jones Woods. We're walking beside Jones Woods now, but we're going to have to follow this to York Avenue and back up to Prospect. I used to pick up somebody from church over here. All right, this is York. Isn't that a dead end? Would this take me up to the park? Didn't they say that the park is on the dead end street? Holy shit. I'm right by the firehouse. York. So, as I'm traveling down York, I should side street called Prospect. Prospect is a long side street that leads to a dead end. I think I know somebody here. I think I know tons of people here. All right. We're running alongside Jersey Street, I know that. All right. The entrance to the park got to be somewhere around here. Another dead end street. All right. Let me see if I got my geography down pat. We're traveling on York, so we're going east on York. All right, this street looks familiar. I drove the church van down this street dozens of times. I never thought I'd be walking on it. There's a Z formation. It goes from Prospect to another side street. All right, Arnold. Hey, Arnold. See, the only thing is, there's a house right there. And if I enter the park, I don't want them to, well, actually it's legit because this park closes at 1 o'clock. All right, we're still running along Jersey Street. Prospect is that street right there. Prospect would take me into the Skyview playground, where the view from here is spectacular. I see this neighborhood didn't change much. All right, there's a Z formation where the street comes down like this. When you come down Prospect, you go this way and this way onto Jersey Street. And it used to be fun driving a van down there, especially on cold winter days when it fucking snows. If I take York all the way down, it will take me into Richmond Terrace. Yeah, there it is. More hills. You know what? studying law enforcement got me to study the layout. I mean, you study the layout, it gets easier, but these godforsaken hills are killing me. But here we are. We're on Prospect. David Lenzer, if you're out there. I'm heading towards Franklin Avenue, where you used to live. Another one, I do recall, Melissa lives on York Ave. If you're out there viewing, thank you. And what's up? Usually cut through the park. Instead, we end up walking around it. Here we are at Harvard and Prospect. If you know somebody who's carrying oxygen on them, please let me know. Judging by that playground sign, we're in the right area. How do these people do it? Fuck. Here's the picnic area that we viewed on Google Maps. Well, we're right here at the Skyview Point, the playground, and we saw these on Google Maps. There we go. And I don't know. It's kind of creepy in a kind of way. And it's cold in a kind of way. It looks like a dog run. I think we got to 1 o'clock in this park, so we should be all right. Yeah, it looks like a dog run. They said on the park's website is that the dog runs are fenced in. I think I see another trail. This must be the blue trail. This scenic trail, I think they call it. Get off me. I hate to tell you, but Staten Island is wonderful at night though. Confusing as shit, yes, but beautiful at night. All right, there's the maple leaf, the iconic staple for the Parks Department. I'm wearing the wrong pants today. Look at that. If there was an easy way up here, I'm strangling somebody. No, it wasn't. Huh. Here I found the overlook. Well, it's not really an overlook, but it looks like a patio for nature. But I bet you some people up here have some fun Take two. I bet you some people up here have some fun summers. I can tell you that. There we go. Anything that looks too risky, we do not want to go into, because if there's no trail, don't bother. Yeah, see, there's no trail, don't bother. But there is. There is a way up. This looks mediocre. I ain't going up that way. Stay right here. All right. But the view of the street is freaking fantastic. Look at that. The view of the street is fantastic. They won't even know I'm up here. Only those who knows is the person that's going into the houses. And he's looking at me weird. That's why I said, when you leave the house, always leave prepared with your ID and everything else. You know, at this time of night, you never know who you might encounter or what you might encounter. But that looks like a brick wall, which is obvious it is. Looks like there's some graffiti on it, but it's faded out. Nope, there's no graffiti on it. I thought there would be graffiti on it. When you see graffiti, they usually mark their turf or territory. But I guess they cleaned this park up a little bit too. New Jersey's parks are open 24 hours a day, but New York City parks, they close at a certain time. I think this park closes at 9. Usually the law stipulates that these parks close at sundown and the sun is down. Makes sense, right? But now they've been adding times on them because people have been complaining that they had a certain time to hang out in these parks. That's why it's quiet. That's why it's quiet and nobody's in them. And the fear is, it's so damn dark over here. Wow. You can hear that wind, bro. You can hear that wind. That looked like a tennis court. What a lucky neighborhood. They got a tennis court. We got a huge ass park with barely nothing in it, and they got a tennis court. That's it. I'm writing the mayor. He wants to give us everything free. Why not? All right. I like that mural. That mural is hot. Let me see if I get a better picture of it. That mural is hot. That mural is hot. Lena, Matoya, and Jody Durrell, together we are New York City 2021. So actually, this park was dedicated. It's pretty cool. Wow. Very nice. I'm going to take a copy of that plaque because I never seen anything so beautiful in my life though. That mural. Wow. Love, community. Turn on you. There's more to watch. And family. That's awesome. That is mad awesome. Yeah, tennis court, painter, an artist, people relaxing, reading a book. And then, wow. I like the Verrazano Bridge. I mean, people cutting hedges, trimming hedges and shit like that. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what? I'm surprised nothing happened to this, but I'm thankful for people who are taking the time to do this. It's really beautiful. Really. They should be thankful that they live in communities that care. If they call the police on me right now, they have a reason to. Again, the park closes at 9. Here we are at Clyde and Prospect. We're going to make a left up to Clyde, but we're not going to go into the park. The playground is closed. Huh. Unless I find something interesting. This site uses compost, much locally produced by the New York City Department of Sanitation. All right. And they give them back to the community, which is nice. I mean, that birdhouse looks awesome though. I don't want to use my flashlight, but we'll put it on. There we go. That birdhouse looks freaking awesome though. So they use real compost. And they have a family harvest here too. It looks like a nice place to hang out. I mean, listen to that. Listen to the wind. Look how quiet this is. It's 2023 at night, normal traffic flow. A Joe box, what is it? And still 9 o'clock. I guess they have some kind of programs here. That's the reason why they have flags and stuff like that. Banners. The American flag. I guess they hold tennis competitions over here. Now, may I remind you, we made it all the way from Goodhue to here. This is the part where you get to see everything. The people who live here should be lucky if it wasn't for the house in the way. Wasn't for the house in the way. But why? Why is this park open? I mean, if they don't want nobody in them, why is it opened? There's no chains on them. Like I said, if they don't want nobody in their parks, like I said, look. Oh, that's right. You can't look. All right, beyond the flags, beyond the flag and the slides. Look at this. New York City in all its glory. Look at that. This is why I said these people are lucky to have places like this, because this is why I'm saying that people are lucky to have places like this, is because you've got a beautiful backdrop. I mean, a beautiful backdrop. I mean, you could get a perfectly good view of One World Trade Center right there. My camera doesn't pick it up, but if I switch to a, if I had the funding to get a GoPro or but right now I'm just using a body camera. But man, just by sight alone, that is beautiful. And it's a clear day. It's a very, very clear day. And the view of the city is beautiful. Well, enough about this. I don't want to stay in here that long to catch a trash passing charge. But yeah, that's kind of like, here we go. We meet the 42 again. I know I hear the police. So, another dog run. I think we were over here before. Aha! Here it is. The trail. Oh shit. That kind of hurt. We know we're in the right spot because we are. Because we're right in back of the park. But this is another trail. This trail will take us back to York. Most definitely. Wait a minute. Is there another trail going that way? No, there's no trail going that way. All it is briars and stuff, but the trail does lead from here all the way down there. So I'm going to keep the narrow beam on. I don't want to peer any light through anybody's windows. So far, I think we're on Clyde and yeah, we're on Clyde and Arnold. We should be face to face with Henderson Avenue. We should be face to face with Henderson Avenue. Wait, it doesn't supposed to rain today. It's hailing? No way. There was no rain in the forecast today. Especially for 9 o'clock. Another dead-end street. Wow, look at that. Look at that Jersey skyline. What's kind of hard about this could be private property. So we don't want to go on anybody's property. All right, this is a dead-end street, but there's a Parks Department sign up here. Let's see if there's any trails. If they are, they're probably covered up. No, there's no trail over here. But I can see it's starting to snow. That's kind of weird. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to ask the phone what's today's weather. What's the weather in Staten Island? Took you long enough. 47 degrees in here. Franklin Avenue. We could take Franklin Avenue all the way down. That'll take us to Henderson. Now, like, look at this. There you have the Bayonne Bridge. There you have the Bayonne Bridge and the rest of the Jersey skyline. Let me get to the middle of the street. Oh, okay. It's cool. There's an opening here. I'm going to stay in the middle of the street for safety reasons. Even though it is a residential area. Wow. Fucking hell, man. It must be fun on winter days, man. Especially in the summer. Like, holy shit. Alright. We're on Arnold. Okay, we're on Arnold and we're overlooking the skyline. Manhattan, Bayonne, and possibly Elizabeth. There are some nice houses up here. So if you're interested in coming to Staten Island to blaze our trails and find good food, Staten Island is the best place to go to. Fall is amazing, especially in autumn. Winter, but the beaches are nice in the summer, but it's total boredom because we don't have that many amenities here. Our nightclubs that we had on Staten Island, they kind of like disappeared. I'm taking my time walking down this hill because if I run, I don't want to slide down it. Horror movie shot. Alright, right here, right underneath. It's a scary night underneath this nightlight. The street lights are dark and dingy, and the neighborhood is quiet. You can even hear a pin drop. That's how quiet it is. I know I promised you a park, but I only got pieces of Jones Wood. There's supposed to be more to this than I could probably figure. It's kind of sketchy to do at night, especially when it's completely dark. But I did walk down 2 dead ends to see if I could find a path or something, but I wasn't too sure of walking down that path. But another dead end street. Looks like there's another park here. Alright, no. It's a dead end street, but it looks like it's Brighton. Yep. Arnold and Lafayette. We can't go that way because it's fenced off because of the Goodhue Park. So we're going to have to figure out something because this is not working in my favor. Hey Arnold. Do. Remember that show? Hey Arnold. As you know, we are leaving Allison Pond Park. That was the first stage. The second stage was Jones Woods Park, and Goodhue Park was the second stage. Jones Wood Park was the third stage. So we did all 3 stages, and look where we are. We're on Lafayette. I am deeply sorry that we didn't get Jones Woods Park. We only got pieces of it, but the night is still young, and there's a lot that we need to get to. But that wind is making noise. Something's loose over there. It's making noise. The houses are nice up here. I never been up here by foot. Always drove up here. I guess the 42 don't run 24 hours a day, so there is a bus stop across the street, but it says it's the 42, but I guess it only runs on school hours. I guess what you could say it's like a forgotten line. The 42 is just like the 55 and the 56. It doesn't run after hours. It's treated like the 54 also. I hear rain, but it's not as bad. See, now look at that, another perfect view of Jersey. We make a left onto whatever this street is. It's 2342. I think this is Prospect. Yeah, we're back on Prospect Avenue. And then we're going back down to Goodhue. Now, a brief history lesson on Goodhue. Goodhue was ran by the Children's Aid Society, which they still own the property. They used to have fun programs there. Camping, after school activities, gym, swimming, you name it, they have it. My most fun memory I had at Goodhue was taking the school bus to West Brighton and almost barely peeing myself by the time I got there. Well, anyway, camp wasn't in session then. That's when I was going to school. We were picking up this kid named Raymond for one of the foster homes over here. And to make a long story short, I had to go to the bathroom really, really bad. So I was like, listen, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. They wouldn't let you go to the bathroom. So they tell me to get off the bus and go on the side of the bus, which I couldn't do that. So I had to wait till I get to school, and I was doing one of those little pee tests. Pee a little and just hope you don't wet yourself. Well, I kept on doing that to relieve the pain. Every minute of the day, every minute and time on that bus was torture. That's the reason why I say, you know what? I got tired of taking school buses because they wouldn't let you go to the bathroom. Even if they did, they had a clean eye on you. So the funniest thing is that I had to wait till I get to school. Well, that's unrelevant from my childhood, but now back to Goodhue. Goodhue was the best camp to go to. It had summer activities. And the best part of Goodhue was camping. Afterwards, they put a fence up here? About freaking time. I think it's always already fenced off. But there's ways of getting in here. That corner gate's not secure, but you could get in through that way. Now here's the dead end street. I'm doing some editing, some serious editing. I'm over here, right by that fence. Okay, we're doing some serious editing right now. Just leave it in, who knows? Just for laughs. I might. They say when you fart, it keeps you warm, right? That flag needs to come down, man. Replace it with another one. Now, there's no security in here as far as I know of, but even if there was, we would have got chased in. We would have got chased out about an hour ago. Now the funniest thing is no outlet, but you see, they are closed. There's no trespassing, loitering. Grounds closed after dark. Now, there's cameras here, so I probably was caught several times on this property. But yeah, we had some fun times here. Is that a flag? That doesn't look really secured now, does it? Oh yeah, I see it. But if you really wanted to, follow this path right here, and it'll take you. All right. That wasn't normal, because I heard screaming down the block. Whatever that was, that scared the fuck out of me. Probably the wind beating up against the trees. Oh, that's nice. An LED lit of the American flag. Alumni families. Now let me see. We're on Clinton Avenue, and we just got off of Prospect. Like I said, I don't want to violate any laws. And to violate laws is kind of rough as it is. And going down Castleton Avenue is long enough. So what time is it? 23:50. All right. That's the same guy I saw. All right. All right. All right. Now, we're a couple of feet from Snug Harbor, and there's the 44. If we say to jump to 44, we could jump to 44. Very quiet. Ha ha ha. We finally reached our destination. We finally reached our destination. Henderson and Clinton. We're walking behind. In a few minutes, we'll be actually walking behind Snug Harbor. That's rich in history. I would love to do that shit overnight. I would love to do that shit. You know what's funny? We'll be passing Allison Pond. So, how many feet did we start? Well, when I start editing, when I get home, I'm going to do this. I'm going to measure the times that I'm out. From the time I start it, from the time I end. It's fucking snowing. Are you serious right now? It's fucking snowing. Yeah, it's snowing. Can you keep it off my face, Lord? Come on now. I'm not asking you. I mean, well, who am I? Yeah, I'm asking you to keep it off my face. Now that's a nice looking gem. Must have cost them a pretty fortune. Since we're not in harm's way and we're on a public street, loading audio. All right. See, if you go up that way, right there, where it says 15 miles an hour, we'll be back at Allison Pond. Throw some music on, and then so right now we are cruising down Henderson Avenue, where I've taken my driving lessons here. Over there, you still see Allison Pond over there. So you'll go up that way, you make a right, you'll run right into Allison Pond. But maybe next time when I go up to Allison Pond, we'll take you into the cemetery That's if I could find a way in there. I think I worked my way in there before, but snow chilled out. Sailor Snug Harbor. Did I say Snailer? I said, all right, Snailer. Okay. I'm really like feeling loopy today. And this fucking streak goes on forever. But it's from Police Academy. On inside. And plus I got a couple of farts to edit out. I'm just gonna leave them in there for laughs. I'm sorry, man. I mean, you know what? It's funny. I'm gonna leave them in just for laughs because they say when you fart, it warms you up. But I'm gonna leave them in there just for laughs. I mean, it's scary as it seems, but yo, tonight's been getting very interesting. Come to think of it. And the only thing is to be vigilant. Now let's see. There's no way you're getting in there. Huh? That's weird. Well, let's give it a hand. Let's give it a hand, shall we? Oh, it's a bicycle path. Uh-huh. I remember the last time I walked through here, my last video, I got spooked by a fucking deer over here. It was fucking funny as hell. But it was fucking funny as hell, but yo, it was fun though. Let me see something. What the hell is that? I look like two fish. And that's a long ass fucking drop. Holy shit. That's a long ass drop. That shit like fucking like too damn long. That shit like too damn long. I heard you. Where are you? I heard you. Make more noise with noise? Kissel. A famous captain I once knew lived on Kissel. Oh shit. They actually fixed the sidewalk on this side of the street. It's amazing. They close at 10. And they fixed it. They put a gate up now. Wow. They even improved it. Look at it. They even improved the walkway. Snug Harbor Wetlands, Boardwalk and Viewing Platform. Snug Harbor is Cultural Center and Botanical Garden. Open to the public. Now, as my back is hurting, I'm halfway around Snug Harbor right about now. And we just seen the snow. There's no sense of going down that way because we're going to have to keep it quiet here because this is a residential neighborhood. According to where we are now, Snug Harbor Road. Snug Harbor Road in Delafield Place, because we're looking right at the restaurant down the block. And we just hit a 40 just past us. So right now we're walking on Delafield. I'll go home and make a cup of coffee, relax and watch TV, and do some editing. I don't know about you, but we hit about 3 parks within 2 hours time. Now, Walker Park, Bard Avenue, and Delafield. This park has a lot of history too. With its amazing tennis courts and stone shed and dead street. Whoa, look at this. Now this is another park that I admire. Walker Park. Normally these playgrounds are closed, but come to think of it, if you look around, and here we are. Walker Park, right here. Now, you can hear how strong the winds are. Wow. They really changed this park, didn't they? Where the hell is the playground? Where the hell is the playground? I think the playground's over. I think the playground's on this side of the street. Last time I remember. Playground's right over there. And this, Walker Park, is closed at 10 p.m. Alright. I was walking down the street. It's not really much here for a park, but they changed this park around a little bit because now the kids play area is over here in that little corner. Yeah, they switched everything around because the play area used to be here. It used to be here, so when you walk in, you have the play area. Nope, it's still in the same position. And back then, these swings used to be metal. These swings used to be metal back then. If you got hit by one of those swings, oh boy. I used to work over here at Con Edison. I had to walk in this lot every day to do rounds. And this place, man, wasn't long. Oh, what the hell? I wonder if they still got that fucking guard shack over there. I used to work over here. Oh, they changed it. They put a guard booth over there. Wow. All right. Hit. Put it up. All right. All right. Put the hoodie on. Now, the wind is so fucking powerful, man. Holy shit. Now, on my way home, or hanging out with my cousin Joey, sometimes me and Melvin come down here too. We walk up this little street right here, Van Pelt, I think it is. 22 minutes after midnight. 22 minutes after midnight. You're killing me with these slow songs. Houses though. See, this is the reason why we didn't go to Jersey today. Because if we would have went over the bridge today, we would have had problems. And over here, where that White House is, that used to be Mutual Meat Market. Long story short, my grandmother had a crush on the owner. We always went to Mutual Meat Market for my grandmother. It was fun. Yeah, you too. It's windy. It's windy, so you're going to be hearing a lot of banging. And plus, we're by the water, so it makes it difficult. Eyes are tearing, that's how windy it is. We got a new ferry boat over there. I mean, for our new ferry, don't get me wrong, for our new ferry, it's been seeing a lot of dry docks lately. I mean, come to think of it, huh? The house is for sale? Huh. That's weird. High Stone, 1938 Clover Road. Leo's licensed premier cannabis dispensary. Right on. Let's get high. That hurt. Hey, I forgot about this gas station. I wonder if they're open. They have a window. I think a walk-up window. They look like they're closed. Yeah, they're closed. Let me see. Yeah, it's locked. They lock it up. Easy, Ellis. I need you. Is it me? Or did the freaking temperature drop? So now we're passing Elm Street. We're in the middle of nowhere. Well, we were. Now it's 28 minutes after midnight. And we just got up to Elm Street. All right. Okay, that was weird. All right. All right. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Take your baby by the hand. Let him do a high handstand. Baby by the hand. Bring her for a high handstand. Will you baby by the hand? We'll still just at your fair. Oh, and here we are. We're at the Markham Homes. We're now crossing North Burger. And this is where we had fun when we were kids. Running around this little circle here and having fun. Running around as kids. There was a park there and we used to pretend it was actually jail. But now it's a old age home for seniors. Let's see. Let's pick out the spots where I used to park my car. I used to park my car there, but the opposite way, and then there. Now, when we go to the bottom of the block, this part was North Burger and Richmond Terrace. Well, this part was that part was North Burger. This part was the back or in front of North Burger. And this block right here, where that entrance is, that is Wayne Terrace. Then again, I used to park my car over there. Which was kind of funny because let's see, two of these blocks took up, wait a minute, Wayne Terrace, North Burger, Wayne Court. Because if you continue walking down this way, you will hit Wayne Court. And then at the end of the block, you will hit Wayne Place and then Broadway. Then again, I used to park my car over there too. Used to park my car over there, jump over the railing, jump in my car and go to the precinct. I parked my car over there on that side, and my uncle used to park his car over there. My cousin used to park his car right outside the house. He was much of a car enthusiast. Is that a... Yeah, that's a laundry room. Wow. That's nice. Get yourself a ticket. And then we will go around this way with the shopping carts to come down this way. It was fun. Fun times, man. Fun times. And my uncle used to park the car right there. Alright. Broadway. We could go up or we could go down. You know what? Let's go up out of curiosity and then go up Alaska. You see, this block hasn't changed neither. We used to call this Dead Man's Curve because there was a series of accidents here. And you believe it or not, funniest thing is, I was coming home from work, I got stuck at a DWI checkpoint, which was fucking hilarious because I was dead tired and I looked fucking drunk. And the cop goes, "Excuse me, sir, did you have anything to drink tonight? Where are you coming from?" I was like, "You see, officer, I live right there and I was coming home from work." And it was funny because got me sold up. You know, if I catch the bus now, I could go to the Goethals Bridge. Van Street. Fun times. In it down. That's an undercover car. Know that for a fact. Wow. Well, that's a parking lot. We're not entering this park because We're just looking for a bathroom. I thought that boat was painted. I thought that boat was painted red. All right. No, I thought it was painted red. They said that the JFK was painted red. That boat hasn't moved. And that boat is still generating power. That's why it pays to wear black. Right? This one is open till 10 p.m. too. Now what we're going to do is we're going to end it on a good note. We're going to end it on a good note. Here we have Stop and Store. That's where my shit's at. Stop and Store. Now, you can hear the whipping noise of the wind. It's like cars coming down the street, but there aren't any. Wow, this is well lit. Now, as we wrap this thing up, we are heading towards Alaska and Richmond Terrace. As we wrap this up, we should be in West Brighton we should be at West Brighton houses within a couple of minutes. It wasn't that far to begin with. Oh. It was a damn flyer. It was a damn banner. About to say Kumite Frank Dukes. Oh wow, 40 to St. George. Ain't that wonderful? Useless information I could cut out. So Kumite, 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 Kumite. fucking shit's looking more scarier than real life. Starting to feel like a damn horror film. I mean, come to think of it, there's nobody else out here but me. 0043. 43 minutes after 12 o'clock. We're walking up Alaska now. Do you believe that building where the church is, New Hope, 77 Alaska Street, they're having a Thanksgiving thing if you're interested. I'll get the dates. And that used to be the home of Sanitation 1. Sanitation used to work in that building over there. Used to be SI1. Woodruff. Oh, wow. Can you say totaled? I bet you can. That didn't sound right. Take it slow. Take it slow. All right. It came from that way. Is that store open? If I hear something that I'm going to stop and look around before I move any further. Put it this way. Safety is my security. If something happens and I'm exposed, I don't want to get caught in a position where I don't have to fight myself out of. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That store is open. It looks like it's open. Yeah, no. It looks like it's open, but they won't have coffee this time of night. Nope, it's closed. Wait a minute. I can't really see from this distance. Looks like they're open. It looks like they're open, but they're not. I'm not going to risk it. 1 a.m. I was out here at 1 a.m. And that's when that thing went off. I was like, oh fuck, you gotta be kidding me, right? 10 minutes to 1. I'm gonna go upstairs instead of buy coffee. I'm gonna make my own coffee. Just to know. 47 minutes after the hour. Well, after the hour means a full hour. So 41 minutes, rewind, 47 minutes after midnight. And it's, the winds are making everything scary. So it's like you can't drop your guard if you're walking out here. Nice neighborhood garden. My building's right there. Tell me they wrote something in lettering over there. Stay cool. More than you know. All right. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, right back at West Brighton House is where it all started. I see. It's too early to close it right now because we passed in West Brighton Pool, and we didn't even make it across the street yet. When I get to my building, I'll close up this recording. Little red flags. I wonder if that store is open, but I don't feel like walking down here. Right? We're near 820 Henderson. Boxes are crossing in the middle of the walkway. More boxes. More boxes? Yeah, somebody do have more boxes. Well, I got enough boxes upstairs. Okay. Good spot. All right. Let's take that slide right there. And there's my window. 1, 2, 3, 4. My window's right up there.